We're also developing news tonight on the 38 Studio scandal. This afternoon, Curt Schilling's failed video game company landed in federal bankruptcy court for the first time since the firm's stunning collapse, which threatens to cost Rhode Island taxpayers tens of millions of dollars. The meeting of 38 Studios creditors took place about 300 miles away in Delaware, where the company's incorporated. 38 Studios owes more than $150 million to more than 1,000 creditors, the largest being the state of Rhode Island, which lured Schilling's firm to Providence with a controversial $75 million loan guarantee. WDPRI.com reporter Ted Nisi was inside the courtroom today for today's proceedings. He tells us Curt Schilling was not there, but two other 38 Studios executives answered questions under oath about the firm's finances, admitting for the first time that their first game did not meet sales expectations, and reasserting their stance that Governor Lincoln Chafee scared off potential investors by publicly revealing the company's struggles. Today we caught up with one local creditor who managed to get his money back from Curt Schilling before the collapse of 38 Studios, and who says he saw the writing on the wall. Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly continues our in-depth coverage now live with the mobile newsroom.
Mike, as a federal bankruptcy judge sorts through the financial rubble that Curt Schilling's 38 Studios left behind, creditors back in Rhode Island are hoping for some relief. Mr. Schilling, is your company expected to survive? Curt Schilling wasn't talking near the end of his business dream that didn't come true after his baseball dream did. But now that 38 Studios is in federal bankruptcy court in Delaware, more than 1,000 people who are owed money, including the taxpayers of Rhode Island, are watching closely, if not optimistically.
I'm one of the lucky ones. We get paid.
Paul Carroll owns a printing company in East Providence. He's listed as a creditor because 38 Studios owed him money, but he tells Eyewitness News that was true, but is no longer true.
It took us a lot of harassment on my accounting staff. They called literally every day, to the point that the CFO for Curt Schilling said, "I'm going to pay you just to get you off my back."
Paul Carroll says he feels for the hundreds of creditors who aren't so lucky.
You know, you have all this capital outlay with expenses and materials, and you're on the hook to pay your vendors.
Paul Carroll says 38 Studios owed him less than $1,000 for printing costs, but it was the principal as much as the money that was at stake.
I knew they were in trouble. Just by the way, the amount of money that was owed to us was so small, and the difficulty that we were getting, it was pocket change.
Now the question is how many of more than 1,000 creditors of 38 Studios may get at least some of their money back. Live with the mobile newsroom, Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.
And stay with Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of the 38 Studio scandal. Coming up new at 6, WDPRI.com reporter Ted Nisi joins us from Delaware with more details on today's bankruptcy court proceedings. And you can find extended coverage online, including an interactive timeline of how the whole scandal unfolded.